Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now. Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the new episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 13, Episode 17, the grand finale. Let's get right into this.
Holy It's a lot more than just a difficult year.
That we haven't told you guys everything because trying to protect you.
Very, very strong family, and we always will be. Always will be.
Alright, you guys, it is the finale of Season 13. Has the season been underwhelming? Yes. Has it been horrible? I wouldn't say horrible, but let's get right into this finale. So the episode starts with Kyle, who's planning her annual white party. I don't know if it's annual, but she's had it quite a bit. But this is going to be a quite different white party. So it's not going to be in her backyard. It's going to be at the Sophie Stadium. She's also there with Erika, and there's a bunch of other party organizers and planners. Erika is there because Kyle invited her to perform, so this is going to be her pilot of her Vegas residency. Also, this man named Kevin, Kyle knows him through Lisa Vanderpump. He's there to help plan the party. When he starts to explain his concept, which is so over the top, Kyle says, "Now I understand why Lisa Vanderpump got you," and she even starts to impersonate her. It was kind of a cute moment, I will admit that. Then we see Sutton and her daughter go to a jewelry store, and we're talking about jewelry that costs a fortune. Some of the pieces were $100,000. There was even a ring that she tried on that was $9 million. I get being rich, but $9 million for a ring? That is so much. After they see some of that jewelry, Sutton has a heart-to-heart with her daughter. It's very emotional. She's telling her daughter to never lose her independence and always be a hard worker. Her daughter looks so well behaved, and she was just listening and saying that she understood what Sutton was saying. So it was a very nice scene. We then see Kyle go back to the stadium, and it has completely been transformed. This was about $400,000 that she spent on the party. Kevin outdid himself. He even put the name Kyle with huge letters on the dance floor. My favorite part was Kyle pretending to be modest and "Oh, why did you do that?" But she was secretly loving it. We see everybody getting ready for this party, but Dorit calls PK. He has been in London for almost a month now. He keeps extending his stay over there for this work trip, and Dorit doesn't like it. She says that he's showing no support for her and her PTSD, but forget the PTSD. A wife needs her husband and vice versa. So these little long work trips can end up very bad. People begin to arrive to the party, and wow, there was even cheerleaders and dancers. It was so cool. A lot of people were there. It was a lot of people in the crowd, and we saw some familiar faces. So Jeff Lewis was there, Faye Resnick, Cynthia Bailey, Camille Grammer. Kyle made quite the entrance with her daughters. She also jokingly told Jeff Lewis to take back the Ozempic rumors. So Denise and Aaron made it. It was nice seeing them, but Dorit, she just couldn't help herself. She points out that it was a white party, but Denise's jacket had a little pink on it. Oh my gosh, Dorit, leave her alone. Damn. Also, all the ladies who are married had their husbands there, except Dorit, of course. So Garcelle did ask Sutton about Steve, the guy who she has been talking to, who we've seen her in a couple of the dates, but she says that it's not going to work out because apparently he ghosted her and then he reached out 2 days later. I don't know, child. I think Sutton looks like it's very difficult. Mauricio, Lord have mercy. That man looks higher than a kite every time he's on that screen. He is so lost. He does not know what's going on. He even told someone that he thought the party was going to be in the parking lot. That's crazy. Then Erika is getting ready. She and the guy who she works with are very happy, but it's also an emotional moment because it has been 4 years since she last performed, and honestly, they thought she was never going to perform again, so this is a pretty big deal for her. Then Kyle introduces Erika Jayne onto the stage. So she gets up there and she performs. I love Denise because underneath her breath she says, watch, she's gonna be lip singing. Just watch. Oh my gosh. Erika, but like I said, she goes up there and performs her It's Expensive to Be Me song. And I'm gonna be fair, it's a really good song. In the words of Sheree, I liked it. I like the beat. Erika did a good job, okay? And she was very excited. Kyle even got emotional because she was so proud of her. But by the way, Denise was right. She was lip singing. But anyway, then we see the flashcards of the finale, like what everyone's up to since this. So this was a pretty quick finale. But one card that I didn't expect to read up there was saying that Dorit and Kyle have not spoken since the season ended. That surprised me. We also read that Crystal and Annemarie haven't talked either. But her brother, Crystal's brother, is now living his best life. I think it said in Thailand. Garcelle is just living the best version of herself. Sutton is like really busy doing her businesses. They take a cast picture, and that is it for season 13 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But wait, there's more. A month later, the cameras pick up and we see the ladies react to the news that Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky are officially split. It was reported on People magazine. This is the second time that we've seen this group of women react to an exclusive article, and they're confused. Who planted the story? Rob Minkoff even has a theory that perhaps it could have been Morgan who went to the press and said this. Sutton and Garcelle were talking, and Sutton is going off about all the things that she brought up during the season that she thought were weird and suspicious, and how it's all now playing out. She says that she thinks Kyle was lying to all of them. They show the statement that Kyle and Mauricio put out, and one day later we see Kyle in her house and Erika goes over. Erika, the first thing she does is actually apologize, and she says, I'm sorry that maybe I wasn't being a good friend because I didn't see anything. Like, I didn't see this coming. Kyle says, don't feel bad because there wasn't like one big thing that you could point to that caused this. Kyle says that there were no third parties, so there was no cheating that made them, make this decision. Kyle says that they've been together since they were in their 20s. They've always been like the opposite, but they've made it work. And then Kyle cries and says that she feels like a letdown because people looked up to them and as an example of true love. Erika says this is true love. You have to ignore what everybody else says because you have to be happy inside, and if you're not, then you have to work on it and figure it out. Kyle says, well, what if we can't work it out? I think Erika going there was very significant, and I will give her credit for that. Was a nice thing to do. Then the last scene is Kyle again and Mauricio, but they seemed weird. Like they were just like talking, and he even says, "Oh well, I'm glad this time it's you who's cheating, not me." They then bring out the girls down to the living room. They want to answer any questions that they might have. They do want to clarify that they have not talked about an actual divorce proceeding, but one of the girls asked what are they going to do, how are they going to try to solve this, and Kyle says they're just going to try to work it out, maybe have some space. And then the youngest daughter took it pretty rough. She was crying a lot, and Kyle says that they are not broken, they're just bent, but they will always be a family. But then in her last confessional, Kyle says that she doesn't think they're going to be able to make it. Why? Well, because the things that happened, she says, I guess after the split, she's not going to be able to trust him anymore. Then they show like a montage of what we've seen of their marriage since the very beginning and how we got here. And they even show some articles about Kyle with Morgan and Mauricio with some girls. We then see the reunion trailer, and I'm going to be honest, it looks very good. I can't wait, because considering that the season wasn't that... It didn't give much to talk about. The trailer looks like it's going to be a pretty good reunion, so I can't wait for that. But you guys, what were your reactions to this news? Of course, we knew the news when it broke in real time, but it's always interesting to see them react to it as it broke in real time for them. So yeah, you guys, part of me still thinks this is a publicity stunt. But maybe there is some truth to it. I don't know. But I'm gonna ask you guys, do you think they're gonna make it out? Let me know in the comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. You have a great one. Bye.